Hi, Aries. This is Aqua Moonlight. Thank you so much for stopping by. So, I am here to do your love reading. This is going to be for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. So, we're going to go ahead and see here what's going on for you in love, Aries, what's coming in for you. So, just take what resonates with you. If you're single, if you're dealing with somebody, we're just going to go with it. We'll see what comes up here and go from there. All right, so let's go ahead and see here. So when I pulled these cards for you here, it's a very interesting energy that I want to confirm a little bit more, but we do have the storm that came out here right in the middle. And when I was reading about this card, it did reference the Tower card in tarot. And when I shuffled, we do have the Tower here. So this is a major shift that's happening. I do feel like some of you could be going through quite a Tower moment here, or somebody who's connected to you is going through this profound Tower moment here. And I do feel as well, I'm looking at the solar plexus in reverse. We have the warrior, we have the mountain. I feel like there's a little bit of anger here I'm picking up on. I don't know if this is you that's feeling angry or if this is you having to just kind of purge a lot of things here. Because with this warrior, I mean, it is about fighting, for what's right. It could also be about fighting somebody though, like having arguments. And the fact that we have the storm here, I do feel like some of you need to kind of ride this out if you are in the middle of something. We have the Justice card here too at the bottom. But we're going to go a little bit more in depth because I want to see what we have come through here, because I feel like it does point to some of you having to go through a bit of a storm, a tower. But after the tower usually does come a sense of hope and renewal. So whatever you're going through here at the moment, I do feel like it is important to maybe focus here on your solar plexus. If you do feel angry, if you feel triggered, or if you're dealing with somebody who feels angry or triggered, that could be something to work through here. Because the mountain card is about, achieving success. It's about kind of getting to the top here, but it could also point to over isolation or not wanting to interact, not wanting to cooperate. So there is a lot shaking up here, I feel. There's a lot of things happening. So let's go ahead and see what's going on. So this is going to be for Aries. Let's see what's happening here. All right, so Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What's going on in love? So Spirit, what messages do we have for the collective Aries in love? What is currently going on? What's coming in? What is the energy for Aries in love? Anybody who is an Aries, dealing with an Aries, what do we have coming up in love? All right, let's see. So let's start with the overall. Just what is the overall energy right now? What is the overall theme for Aries in love? What's going on here? We have leap of faith. It is safe to take the move that you're considering. We have boundaries, we have support, we have apology here. So that could be it. That could be the tower. And I was having a hard time discerning what this storm is, but it could be that there's going to be a major shift in the air for you here. Some of you might be deciding to take a leap of faith into an entirely new direction here. I feel like this would be something that would be very sudden, or it would be something that would cause a lot of like tower or a storm here for somebody. It's like it would really shake things up is what I'm seeing here with that Justice card we have as well. And I do see at the bottom here of this deck as well, we have big dreams, we have action, and we have summer. So this definitely could be in the summer months coming up here shortly, in a few months, at least where I am. You could be wanting to do something very, I mean, it feels very drastic. It feels very much of a big shift for you, but I feel like we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse beneath the tower. So this is why I feel there's a sort of like a shakeup here on an individual level. So some of you are going to be moving into an entirely new direction here. You're moving into something brand new, and it is going to be you following your dreams, following something that you really want here. But like I said, it's going to cause a bit of a tower, or you're moving through a storm. So like I mentioned before with the rainbow too, it's like you're, or I don't know if I did, but it feels like you're moving through a storm, and then there's maybe this rainbow on the other end. But it is going to take a little bit of a struggle, I feel, or you're coming out of that, because we do have boundaries. So you definitely could have had to instill some very firm boundaries with the warrior here too, with people around you. There could be definitely some interference. There could have been some struggles. I mean, with the storm to come through, I feel there was a need to have strong boundaries here. Some of you could be connecting with people who are trying to help you, to uplift you. It's also important to I feel like some of you need to lean on yourself though. Like maybe there's something about people, you're not able to trust people at the moment, and that might be a fear, or it might be actually true. And I feel like this is why you may need to go into your own path. This feels very solitary with this figure here. Like you really have to look out for yourself is what I'm getting. So we'll see what else we have come through, because we do have apology here. So some of you might be receiving, an apology from somebody, but I'm not certain yet. If you are going to receive an apology, it might be that this person is going to have to really move through a storm to get to you, or they really have to pass this mountain, this barrier here. And also somebody could be experiencing a tower moment, a storm in their life here, which is causing a lot of, like I said, with that solar plexus too, it feels like it's really triggering. So either you're going through quite a bit of triggering right now in your life, or you're dealing with somebody who's close to you who's very triggered at the moment, I feel. So let's see what else we have going on. And it might be that this is just about, it says here, you can expect the apology that you want to hear. So this might even be about you moving through the storm. And if you need closure from a situation, or if you need to hear an apology, I feel like Spirit's saying that you might have that in order for you to move onto a different direction, a different path. Because again, clearly there has been a storm here. It feels like a rough time maybe here for somebody. So let's see what else is going on for Aries. Okay, let's see here. So what else is going on for Aries right now? There it is, the Justice again. We have the Three of Swords reversed, the Tower reversed. Yeah, I do feel like this is coming through very much so as a difficult time for you here. Or again, that could be somebody else depending on the energy. But with the Tower reversed and the Three of Swords reversed, this feels like having to confront the storm, having to confront a painful situation. There could have been, a lot of drama or a lot of chaos here around the situation. And I feel like, again, with this detached card, this is coming through more as isolation. Like I keep getting that, like there's an isolating happening. So either you are going to be isolating yourself, you're going to be really maybe moving into a completely new area or a new environment, and this is the boundary that you're drawing. Like nobody can get to you here. So this leap of faith could just be speaking to the fact that you are going to be letting something go, in order to find peace. I do feel like you're on the pursuit of peace here, but it is going to require having to move through the storm, and that's what I feel this Tower and the Three of Swords in reverse is indicating. So yes, you may get an apology. There could be somebody here who does want to apologize to you. It might be about making wrongs right or coming into peace, but justice is very logical. Justice is very much about doing the right thing. So if that's the case, maybe some of you, for example, could have a legal situation, or you're coming, it's like you're really going to be detaching from emotion here. And I think that that's what's necessary. So if somebody does come towards you and apologize, I feel like it will be very maybe blunt, or it will be very, even if it's about trying to make things right, I feel like there's a detachment here, or detaching energy. So with this support, lean on your inner circle and the Three of Swords and the Tower. I do feel like it is important to not over isolate yourself with that mountain too. So having boundaries, but not over isolating yourself if that feels like you. Because there's a fine line here. So let's see what this is. Let's see what's going on. What else do we have for Aries? Yeah, I will say that I feel some of you, there could have been with that Nine of Pentacles reversed, Three of Swords, you know, maybe this is something that did happen either in a marriage that you were in, or you were dealing with somebody who you found out, you know, had another situation with the Justice card here too. And that could be part of the storm. That could be part of what you're trying to move through at the moment. And there could have been a lot of perhaps drama around the situation here. So let's see, what else do we have for Aries in love? What's going on here, Spirit, with this energy? Yeah. Getting in the way, karmic interferences and foes, third-party energies. So it does feel that way at the moment. Okay, it does feel like this reading feels quite heavy in that area. So if you're not dealing with that, might not be your reading here. We do have also the knot is tied, forward footsteps, and starting a legacy. Interesting. So there is going to be a movement forward in the right direction here, and I think that's what the Tower is indicating. And I'm not sure if that's you or if this is somebody else, because I feel like there's multiple people involved here. But basically, there is going to be a just decision being made. There's going to be the right decision being made in order to maybe perhaps put in dedication into a higher commitment, into something that's going to be more long-standing. And this could have been after a lot of Tower moments have happened here, a lot of heartbreak potentially here, people in the way, the storm, you know, all of this has already passed. So I'm not sure which one you are here, but I feel that there has been some form of commitment here that I feel, probably a marriage, but it could be just a, you know, an exclusive commitment here. And the drama is passing though. So there is going to be some drama that I feel is passing, but yeah, and I feel like this is also a masculine person who is going to be having to make the right choice here. And I don't know if that's them going to a different direction or if this is them going to you, but I feel like there is going to be a just decision that's going to be made here. And I feel like this masculine person might be trying to better themselves. They might be trying to evolve, to mature, to complete. And that could be the mountain here too, really wanting to rise to the occasion here with the apology as well. And if you were married to this person and something got in the way of your marriage or your connection, you might be wanting to mend things together. You might be wanting to work on things together. And that this could be the leap of faith that you're kind of both taking into a new direction. But it is going to be the right choice to be made. So it feels like a moving up though. It feels like doing the best choice for the situation. So let's see what else we have. I'm going to confirm actually. Let's get a confirmation here for this forward footsteps. What's coming in here for Aries? We have past life love. Your soul remembers this intense connection. And spiritual lesson. This person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. And we have vulnerability, we have stability, and we have second chance. Yeah, so I feel like with this stability here, this relationship can stand the test of time. There is a connection here that I feel has been through maybe quite a bit. You know, it's been through a lot of turmoil. It has been through maybe just somebody has, maybe even just this individual has been through their own karma, their own things in their life that have really put them into this kind of tower moment where they have to move through the storm. So it feels like a fighter energy, though. It does feel like a masculine from what I'm getting here, or this could be your masculine side too. So just take what fits with you. But there is a sudden kind of epiphany or realization after the storm here. And I feel like for a lot of you, it is about being more vulnerable. It is about giving a relationship a second chance. And it very well could be a marriage, or it could be a strong connection that could lead to a longer term commitment. But this is after a lot of spiritual lessons. So this feels like a very kind of karmic soulmate type of tie here that has meant to be put through the ringer here for somebody. And I do feel that with the boundaries, you know, this is why there's lines being drawn here, but it's moving up, not the opposite way. So let's see. Let's get the storyline here with the tarot. So what is the current energy right now? What is the overall situation for Aries in love? The Strength in reverse. Situation for Aries. The Justice. Yeah, so we have Justice twice. And the Hierophant in reverse. And then let's look at the incoming energies. What's next here? What's the outcome for Aries? The Six of Swords reversed. The High Priestess reversed. And the outcome here. And the Page of Wands reversed. So this is a very, very complex energy here, but I do feel for sure that this is definitely a third party situation here for a lot of you. And third parties could be family, it could be other factors, but just whatever this is, there has definitely been there's been a wrongdoing, there's been pain here for somebody. And I do feel like with the Strength in reverse and the Six of Swords reversed, this is talking about maybe having fallen victim to temptations or to things that are not in integrity, because the Strength card is about having to have that, you know, inner strength to tame our desires, to tame our fears. But I think in this case, it could be desires. I mean, there's a lot here. And I feel like with the Justice, though, right in the middle, and the Justice twice, there definitely is going to be, again, the right choice being made. And I feel like justice is going to be served here, and justice is going to be put into the situation. So whatever karmically is right here, I feel is being done. And I feel for a lot of you with the apology, you are going to, at the very least, receive an apology from somebody, especially if this person did put you in a situation like this, or if they, you know, put you through a storm here. It is about doing the right thing and perhaps extending an apology to you here, even if that means moving into different directions. I feel like that this is a major lesson for everyone involved here, to really have to do the right thing. So I almost feel like this masculine person has to do this in order to proceed, in order to karmically kind of balance the scales here. So maybe if this person did you wrong in the past, they have to balance this. And I feel like they will with the Justice here, but what happens after that, I'm still not sure who's who here. It could be that some of you do, you know, maybe come together with this person. Let's get a little bit more information here. Because obviously, you know, with the Hierophant in reverse, it is about breaking a tradition or doing something unconventional here. Or somebody already did that. Somebody already broke a commitment. Somebody already disrespected a commitment here. Yeah, compromise. See, it feels like coming into some form of compromise after all of this happened already, after the storm happened here. And with that Six of Swords in reverse, it's like this cannot be healed until things are made right. And that's what I feel with the Strength in reverse too. I do feel like somebody maybe has escaped the healing process, or there has been in the past an avoidance of something here. And this is about unresolved issues. Somebody having a lot of baggage, unresolved issues, but things are clearing though in the way that is best, you know, for everyone involved here. So what else is going on for Aries? We have pride and ego. Yeah, so this could be somebody who has a lot of pride, a lot of ego. Definitely I'm getting a masculine here with that warrior and the mountain too. I am getting that like a very stubborn, resistant energy. And that could be somebody who feels like it takes a lot for them to apologize perhaps, or it takes a lot for this person to make their wrongs right here. We have pause. So what's coming in here for Aries? What's next? Yeah, we have fresh start. So there is a fresh start happening here for sure. There definitely is a fresh start with leap of faith too. It's coming in for Aries here. And we have grief. See, that's the thing. I feel like somebody here is going through grief. We have awakening. We have karmic partner, unawakened. Yeah, I feel like somebody has been put in the middle of something here. So if this is you and somebody put you in the middle of a situation, I do feel like, again, this is being balanced here karmically, but somebody is receiving a fresh start. And I feel like it's taken somebody a long time to really learn the lesson here to reach this conclusion. And if this is somebody you are having this fresh start with and they're coming towards you to apologize, it is about having to put the past behind each other here and to move past any ego, move past any pride here with the warrior, with the storm. So it's really about a passing storm here, but I feel like there is going to be a fresh start. For most of you, I do feel like this is you, but it's completely up to you on what you want. This could just be about you. You're ready for your own fresh start, because I feel like with the justice, it's going to be about, again, really thinking logically about this decision. So for example, if somebody comes towards you and they do apologize, it's kind of about accepting it and then moving on to your own fresh start, even if you have some grief in your heart. And that's what I get here. It's about really planting new seeds for yourself, but having the justice you need in order to proceed, in order to move forward. And then for those of you, it could be that you and this person are going to work things out here after this has already happened. What else for Aries? Two of Pentacles. Yeah, it doesn't feel like a solid decision has been made yet, but that could be more on your part though, Aries. I feel like with that mountain, there could be this withdrawal from everything right now in order to find, you know, find balance here. I feel with the Three of Wands reversed, yeah, there's not necessarily a clear path ahead at the moment. And that's why this energy is kind of interesting, because it feels more like a internal process of recognizing one's wrongdoings and trying to be better as a person. But there's this pause because I feel somebody maybe has not done this yet. Maybe they have not acted on this yet, but they're thinking about it. They're thinking about how to make this right. And then that's why I feel this fresh start is currently intangible, because it depends on your acceptance or non-acceptance of it, and vice versa. Yeah, High Priestess and the Judgment. Yeah, look at this, the crown. So this is about really going through this spiritual awakening. It's kind of like the spiritual awakening has been done in silence, if that makes sense. Like somebody here has had to really go through this, and this could definitely be you too. But it's like it's been done in silence, or it's been done on one's own time. And then there's this kind of tower that comes crashing down after somebody has been able to sit with their choices, or sit with their pain, or sit with their decisions that they made. And then it's like it's being held in though. Like this is not, for a lot of you, this has not been exposed yet. And it may or may not, depending on somebody's free will. But I feel with the High Priestess reversed here and the Justice, secrets are coming out. The truth is coming out here at the very least. And the way forward is going to currently depend, I feel. But there is a lot of grief because I feel somebody here has had to really learn. And if you have been the one in the middle of this storm and you've been the one who has been very hurt, I do feel like you are taking this lesson with you. You're really, really asked to understand it from a higher perspective, even if it's painful, because it really has shown you how to blossom, how to grow, how to really, be a part of this too. It takes two, or it takes three, or however many people were involved in this. And if it's not a third party, it's just that there's been a lot of pain here in this connection or this relationship. And there's been this spiritual lesson, this spiritual evolution here of why this had to happen. And so applying that lesson moving forward and logically kind of looking at it from both angles and discerning it is the best thing to do, to have this fresh start in whatever way that is for you. It's up in the air at the moment. So even if you're currently in the storm, even if things feel very difficult at the moment, you're probably getting you're probably going through a big spiritual awakening. Some of you might be dealing with a Scorpio, or this could be you're connected to Scorpio. Also Libra is coming through strong. So anything else for the outcome here, Spirit, for Aries? Yeah, triggering reflection. So this definitely was a very triggering relationship. Anything else coming through for Aries? We have here in our wildest dreams. I do kind of feel for some of you, nothing compares. This might be somebody, it's kind of a complicated reading here, but this might be somebody who you either had a past connection with, or you had a very strong, connection with here. And then somebody had to go to, again, this kind of maybe rock bottom energy, or they had to be associated with the wrong people, the wrong situations here. And I feel like this is breaking tradition, or it doesn't even have to be breaking a marriage, but it could just be doing things outside the box. And that's what came through for Scorpio a little bit too. And so maybe somebody wants to be pulled back into this direction that their soul wants to, but it's going to require it's going to require a lot of letting go of the ego to admit that, to admit that maybe somebody did go down the wrong path, or maybe somebody did, choose different things. And again, I think this is just coming through to clear karmic energy. It doesn't mean that you want that or that you need that in the future. It's just coming through as maybe somebody needs to kind of let that out. They need to tell you, or they need to they need to come to their own terms here about why they're still drawn to this connection here. But it's very much going to be about this is what I did, or this is why I did this, and having to make the wrongs right. And it could result potentially in letting go of something else that was more traditional. So letting go of a marriage, detaching from something maybe, to come back to something that feels more on a soul level. But it's like somebody just has a light bulb moment about this. Yeah, I do feel like there's definitely a lot of confusion here though. And there is other things that were in the way here. So let's see here. Any other messages for the outcome? Because I don't really feel like this is something that is set in stone here. Yeah, the timing is not right. So let's just get some messages then from Spirit and see what they have to say about the outcome here. You could also be moving into a different direction, you know, doing something more rebellious or just doing something different for yourself. And this is your new beginning. And you finally have maybe the justice you need emotionally, or maybe even you do hear it from this person. So anything that Aries needs to hear about the situation. Be very honest with yourself right now. And that is the justice. That is what this situation is going to require. So that's what I'm getting. Like, be very, very honest with yourself, whichever person you are or situation you are here. I feel like potentially if you do hear this apology, if you do hear somebody wants to maybe have a fresh start with you, or I don't know, you need to decide here, Two of Pentacles, you have to be very honest with yourself about the situation, because that's kind of like this woman here. She looks a little bit just a neutral kind of face, you know. This is about having to detach maybe your emotions and decide if this is something you can either accept, or is this something that you want. Aries, anything else? Your past is affecting you. So again, there's a lot of past interference here, whether it's between you and this person together and you've both been through this and you're trying to work out your connection or your marriage, or this is somebody's past that's catching up here. There's just a lot of there's a lot tucked away here. Aries. Everything is about to change. Yeah, that's what I feel here too. Aries, anything else? The scales of karma is taking care of a situation. Yeah, exactly. I mean, honestly, this just feels like something that is being balanced right now, you know, by the universe. Whatever you want to do, that's up to you. It feels like a free will type of thing here. But at the very least, things are going to start to change here. Something is definitely shifting. Something is coming in. The scales are turning. The tables are turning. You potentially have a brand new beginning opening up in your life here. Can we confirm this fresh start? What is this for Aries? Yeah, endings will lead to the new. We have what others say really doesn't matter. That's why I feel there could be opinions of other people here, or other factors that are kind of tearing a connection apart here. But there is going to be an ending here leading into the new, fresh start and grief. So it's interesting because it's like one door closing and the new door opening, however that fits with your situation. But it's definitely been a struggle to get to that point. And it has caused a lot of, it's like someone trying to get up that mountain. And it's like if you climb, a mountain and you have to go through all the tough weather, you have to go through trials and tribulations. And that's what I'm getting. Like to get there is very tough. And I do feel like it's been completed here, but it hasn't come with a lot of struggle. So any other messages for Aries? So if it does resonate with you, having to let go of the opinions of other people, or your person might be having to do that too, because that could have been part of the reason why this didn't work. Anything else for Aries? Yeah, we have keep the faith. Because I feel like this is more positive on your end, though, Aries. I mean, things are moving forward for you because you've been able to either wrap up this cycle, or you have been able to know that karma is taking care of the situation. Things are balancing finally after a long road. Anything else for Aries? We have yes. Okay. I think that's just confirming. Yeah, we have you've got the power. Yeah, this feels like a kind of a push from the universe to know that you do have the power here. Keep the faith. Whatever you want, whatever that looks like to you, whatever you are trying to accomplish, you do have the power. See how it's holding two different, kind of like justice here too. There's something about that. There's something about having to use your abilities to resolve the situation. So this is about staying empowered, staying in your power, but not from a ego, perspective. This is from more of a like a motivation perspective. Like you have more power than you think in the situation. And we have finances here. And we have spiritual teacher. Okay, yeah. So we have debt paid off. This came through for Taurus as well. This is exactly what I'm feeling. And it's confusing situation because I feel like there's a ton of different variables here. But the debt has been paid off with whatever this is. And I feel like you are able to now proceed. You're able to move forward. And you will know exactly what to do. You'll know who you are here. You'll know what to do. You'll know what choice to make, because you are going to listen to your intuition, your heart, but also making the right decision, whatever that means for you. Having to discern, having to really, make the right decision. So trust that, and trust that you are finally done with whatever this old weight is. So if you are dealing with a Taurus, or if you have Taurus or Scorpio in your chart, this is a very similar reading, I feel. So, but from the beginning, we did have forward footsteps and starting a legacy. And that's why I feel this is about only looking towards higher level commitments and higher situations and making the best possible choice involved. And that could come with some pain for somebody here involved, but I feel like it will ultimately be the best thing for everyone. It's very much of like everyone gets the right thing for them. So I hope that could help you, Aries. I hope it wasn't too confusing, but thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you next time. Much love.